Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's Getting Started with Vendasta. I know a couple people are going to be trickling in here today, so we'll give them a couple minutes, but I'm really excited to introduce myself and get started. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. I'm really excited today to review our AI workforce packages with you all. Our goals here today really are going to be showing you how to pick the product mix, knowing exactly which additions, packaging them for the most amount of profit, and then most importantly, how to pull the trigger on your first order. As a quick introduction, my name is Sarah Stark. I am our onboarding manager here at Vendasta. I am also joined by Haley Babbage, one of our onboarding specialists. She will be manning that chat and that Q&A section, so it's a great time to let you know, please use that Q&A there on the right for you. Any questions that you have throughout my demo, we're going to make sure that we reserve some time at the end to answer any of your questions. Also wanted to let you know we are recording today's session, so you will be able to access that recording in our library as well as any previous sessions if you've missed it. I will also go ahead and mention that we do have our content library if you ever want to take advantage of those previous sessions. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started scaling your agency and get your clients utilizing AI. I want to start off and point you all on over to that poll that we have. We wanted to gauge the room here today. How many of our team members and partners have already activated their first AI employee or are working towards learning it today? I'll give that poll a couple minutes. We'll round out the answers and Haley will let us know what the most trending ones are.
So far, we are getting a lot of folks coming through that have sold Conversations AI, very exciting. A couple with our AI-powered social marketing, a couple that have sold more than one of our different products. Nobody that has said just Reputation AI so far, but hopefully that's because they're in the mix with the multiple products there. And then a couple folks that looks like haven't had a chance to sell any of our products just yet, but that's fine because we're going to show you how to do it today.
Awesome. I love it. Well, let's go ahead and jump in here. I am sharing my screen for the majority of today's workshop, not just a demo. Want to get some crowd involvement from you all, but for the majority of today's workshop, we are going to be living in Partner Center. So think of that as your home base, your hub. This is really where you're doing majority of your agency work and all of the background work is taking place. For today's demo, I'm going to be using one of our demo partnerships, which is the Amplify Local AI Marketing Agency. So that is the hat that I am wearing today. In your partner center, we're going to go ahead and spend a little bit of time down under the marketplace. I want you to think of your marketplace really as your warehouse. It is going to house all of your products and solutions, things that we've got ready for you, and your ability to build out even more. We're going to go under Discover Products. This is where you're going to see every product and solution that you have at your fingertips in the marketplace. When we hone down on Vendasta's owned and operated AI solutions, we'll go ahead and apply a filter. We'll make the vendor Vendasta. This will show you all of those AI solutions and tools that are at your fingertips and ready to go. For an example, we're going to use the reputation. Oops, it would help if I spelled it right. That is odd. I'm going to refresh this real quick. We're going to add our filter. Vendor is Vendasta. I'll go ahead and scroll down here. I want to take a look at these products. What you see here is the wholesale cost to you, and then as well our suggested retail prices. When we click into any of these products, you're going to see a lot of different things. First off is going to be a lot of marketing material. These are things that you have at your fingertips ready to arm yourself and your sales teams with the understanding of what these products and solutions do. We also give a lot of different detail as far as related products and add-ons and even some unbranded content I'll go through here in a minute. When we're looking at any given owned and operated product, I always want to highlight the additions. So we sell most of our AI solutions in a standard pro and premium model. So when we're looking at these, it's going to be really important that you understand the difference between them and making sure that you know which ones are going to work best for your clients. In this particular case scenario, we've got standard. Think of it as more for your do-it-yourself clients. They really only care about Facebook and Google review responses, so this tool would work for them to allow them to manage their Facebook and Google reviews directly. In addition would be the Pro, where this is probably for a industry specific client that cares about additional review sources beyond just Facebook or Google. They'll be able to monitor those additional review sites. They also will now have AI assisted review responses, that ability to get prompts and suggested replies to any given review, positive or negative. Beyond this, they are able to utilize a couple more things like review response templates, monitor some of their competitors, and also get some analysis of that review sentiment. The premium is really my personal favorite one because this is where AI takes over actually managing and responding to those reviews. Our premium model allows for that automatic review response for Facebook and Google. It'll be manned by the AI reputation specialist. It also gives you the ability to then request reviews. So this is where they can automatically request reviews via email or SMS. They're also able to integrate with some external CRMs and review sites to help get additional reviews sent out as soon as work is completed or as soon as we know that a customer is happy going ahead and requesting that review. A really important note for you is going to be just understanding on any given product that you're looking at, what are those additions, which ones make the most sense for me and my clients, and how do I want to bundle them together? We're going to go through packages here in a minute. I also wanted to highlight those screenshots. So all of these are unbranded marketing material for you to use. We really want you to take this on. No need to hire a copywriter. We've now given you those solutions and different details to know how to promote these packages as your own solutions. Awesome. I want to head back to the marketplace and also cover an additional vendor here. So beyond just Vendasta's owned and operated foundational solutions, we do also have Vendasta's vendor as our Vendasta services. These are those white labeled management solutions that are managed here in-house by our fulfillment team. So these are going to be great add-ons to those foundational products if you know that you won't be the one managing them and your client is pretty hands-off with their solutions. Maybe you would utilize one of these products and services to help deploy those. As an example, I'm going to show you the AI reputation specialist, the setup and support. So let's say that you aren't really ready to deploy an AI agent, but you know your clients need it. You need a little bit of help offloading this work while you're busy running a business. You would utilize one of these Vendasta services. Definitely encourage you to take a look at them, take a look at what's involved in them, and then also know any additional prices that are associated with them. For example, this one is a $39 a month, but that one-time setup will be $129, and you have a 3-month commitment with it. The marketplace is filled with a lot of important information, so I definitely suggest any new partner getting started with Vendasta to spend some time in here. Make sure you feel really familiar with the products and solutions in here. Also, if you're looking for any supplemental solution, you're more than welcome to explore our marketplace in regards to third-party vendors that we have. We've curated them and made sure that we've published only the best for our partners to utilize some of those third-party solutions. I do want to highlight right over here that start selling button. So this would be for any product that's not automatically deployed by Vendasta. You're making that choice to go ahead and start selling it, adding it to your marketplace and adding it to your ability to activate in any orders or packages. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and start selling. Awesome. Beyond just exploring the individual products, I want to be clear, I don't recommend selling individual products. I recommend selling solutions to your client. And what that means in most cases is packaging and bundling the right additions and solutions that are going to make the most sense for their business. We're going to head on over here in the marketplace down to packages, and I'll show you some of Vendasta's recommended packages to you. We have all of your AI workforce packages ready to go, and we've actually built them out based on specific verticals and specific client cohorts. So for today's example, I want to show you what a package looks like for the home services space. When you click on a package, you see the bundling of all of those individual products and foundational solutions into the package. It's really important to note too those additions as you see them there. It's listed what addition of each of these products are we utilizing in this package. Beyond just bundling the packages, we also have marketing material, again, specific for that given cohort or package. So in this particular one, we're really wanting to highlight them never missing a job again. They're utilizing your AI workforce for their home services business. We give more marketing material that is particular to their problem and the solution that these products will place on them. Beyond the marketing material for the whole package, I did just want to highlight at the very bottom, we still give the marketing material for the individual products that make up this package. When we publish it to the store, you get to choose whether you want to display all of this information. So we'll go through that here in a minute. Another suggestion I might have for you when building out your packages would be to create some of that good, better, best technology. So maybe you do have 3 different packages that have the different editions of the product that make the most sense for you and your clients. Awesome. What I want to do from here is show you what it looks like to add it to the store, to customize a package and really make it your own. When you click Add to Store, it's going to ask for some additional information to go ahead and name that package, going ahead and publishing it. Right over here, I'm going to show you what it looks like to be editing a package once you've decided to publish it. So as you can see, it's got all of those products included in there. It's got your wholesale rates and then those retail prices. When you're building out a package, you're able to choose what that retail price looks like. You're also able to customize a couple other things as far as what's visible within these packages. If you don't want to show a single retail price, you can choose that starting at price, knowing that it might ebb and flow based on the additions that you have in there. If you don't want to show a price at all, you can show that contact sales. You'll see here that we have a setup fee associated with a package. So when we go to order it, you'll see that's a one-time setup fee. When ordering this package, I really do recommend putting some value on your time as the agency, selling them these solutions, getting them set up in Business App and making sure they're successful. A setup fee is one really strong recommendation I have when selling packages. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more past all of the marketing material, but show you how you can customize this marketing material in your store if you want your clients to see it or not. Right down here, you've got that ability to show or hide the product icons and names and show or hide the details about those products. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and publish this one just to see what that looks like. Awesome. It is successfully saved for us. So now what I'm going to do is go on back to that marketplace, go down to the packages and show what's actually in my store. So these are the packages that I have published and ready to go, making sure that you feel comfortable with what is in here and what it looks like. One other recommendation I have for you on any given package is going to be creating some custom products for yourself. We know that most of you have some native solutions and as well some expertise that I really suggest you add into your packages as custom products. What that would look like is heading on over here to the product section. You'll see all of the products that you have active in the store, but you also have the opportunity to create a product. This would be something like the consultation, if you wanted to add that into a package, or some of those additional services that you're going to be providing, whether it's a managed service or one time. You can create that product, add as much marketing material as you want behind it, and then bundle it into those packages. This is something that some of our most successful partners take advantage of, is utilizing that blend of products and services in the marketplace, as well as your own proprietary technology or solutions, and making sure that the client experience is seamless beginning to end. Beyond just creating a product here, we do also have an extensive area that's called the Vendor Center. I won't cover it in too much detail today, but if you are creating some of those custom products and want to have add-ons to them, want to have some different variants, you can manage them fully in the Vendor Center. Awesome. So let's say we've decided what products and additions we're going forward with. We've bundled them into a package and we feel ready to sell them. We're going to go ahead and show you what it looks like to actually order a product or package on a client account. Up here in Partner Center, we're going to go to Accounts and Manage Accounts. Whether you're creating a brand new account, you can do that right up here, or finding some leads, you can find accounts via our Google-powered lead finder. I'm going to use an existing account for today's demo. I'm going to click on the account. This is where we see all of the information that we've pulled in about the account. We see what products are already active on the account. We see what users are on the account. But what we want to do is right here in the top corner, go ahead and create an order. If you're working on any orders, they will be saved as draft, or you can start from scratch and create a new order. Awesome. This is where the magic happens. So we will be looking at an order, understanding the contract start date. We can already see the products that are active for this given a client, but most importantly, we're here to add items. When you're adding items, you can add them based on those individual products, or you can use those packages that we just published in the marketplace. Packages will show you all of the individual products in here, but when we select them, it'll give us a little bit more detail. So for today's example, I'm going to use that package we just published here together, selecting it and going forward with this order. As you can see, it pulled out all of the individual products that are within this package. It's also going to actually show me any products that are already active on this account. I'll understand that they will remain active and continue adding any new products in regards to this package. You are able to remove any things like setup fees or change any billing terms, change a couple different things, or remove individual items if you know that the client isn't going to be buying the package as is. Beyond that, you have two options up here in the top. This is where it really gets cool. First one would be the direct activation. If you have already collected payment from your customers, you're ready to process the order and get those products active, you can click process order. From there, it is going to confirm your wholesale price and make sure you understand you're going to be billed for the products that are applicable in this package. If reversely, you haven't collected payment and you're ready to send this order to a client for approval, you can submit for customer approval. This will allow you to select which user you're going to be sending this to. So that was of those users already associated to this account. I'll grab a fun one. And then you also can create an offer expiry date. Create a little bit of urgency around this order. You've customized it for your client. You've gone through the sales process. You know that these are the right products and solutions for them, but maybe you're going to give them until Friday to think about it, or you're giving a special discount on this order. So you want to give through the end of the month. You can create those order expiry dates and know that this order will expire and will have to go back to the draft state if not completed by that timeline. You can also preview here exactly what that client is going to be seeing in the order approval process. They'll see that package, they will see the subtotal, they'll see one time versus the reoccurring charges. They will here be prompted to agree to be bill and as well accept your terms and conditions and add a signature for activation. Whoa, sorry about that. They'll agree to purchase, and then you will get that order back here in your partner center under the commerce section. Awesome. So that's the main key to activating an order, whether you're sending it to a customer for approval and go live, or you're ready to process that order and get the products active. Once you've processed one of these orders, I want to show you what the partner or what the business app experience looks like. So this is Business App. This is that client hub for all of your clients and customers to engage with their active products. They'll see any products that are active on their account right here. They'll utilize tools like the executive report for week over week proof of performance and long time reporting based on those products active. They'll be able to see their active products at any point in time and start engaging with them. They will also, if you give them permission, be able to see that store, explore other packages of yours, consider upgrading, consider utilizing tools that they don't have quite yet. Once products are active, we're always going to prompt you, especially with our AI workforce, to spend some time in here configuring the AI workforce for them. We have several other calls about this, and we have an exciting session coming up next week about how to configure your reputation specialist. But this will probably be the first step that you're going to do once you've activated products, would be heading here, making sure they're configured and set up and that your clients are ready to utilize them. Awesome. I know I threw a lot of information at you, so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, but let's go through any questions that you guys might have around that whole process.
All right, we had a couple come up that I will get started with. Let me just toss this up there. I did answer this one in the chat, but it's always nice to hear it live. Will reputation answer in local language? I want to sell this in Norway, so Norwegian. Just a general question around languages across our AI employees. And
Awesome.
So that one, we did toss the answer. Generally, our AI dynamically changes language based off of the primary language that came through. So the general answer is yes. I do always recommend testing because depending on AI model, there's more or less availability of the different languages, but I'm pretty sure Norwegian is one that does work.
Right
And
on track.
second one, do I use my own Stripe account in the market shop? Which I did answer again for you, Eric. The wholesale cost is going to hit the card that you have in the system, and then you can use Stripe to process client payments, which, as I put in my answer, is handled under administration Vendasta payments. If you wanted to give a highlight of where that lives, Sarah, if you're still sharing your screen.
Yeah, let me get it up there. Yep, if you're ready to collect payment and really want to make sure that your packages and solutions are able to do so, you'll want to head down to administration here in Partner Center. Oh. And then as well, beyond that, you do have your Vendasta payments. In this particular use case, we have not set ours up before, but this will be that first tab that you see.
Okay, we're getting into questions that are coming through at the end here, so I haven't had a chance to answer these ones. But another one from Eric here, can I use an external shop for selling my customers?
I think that's a great way to go. I definitely would say if you have an external way to shop, then you would honestly be using the orders process as an internal workflow for yourself. Take that marketing material, take what you've utilized from the packages. If you are selling them somewhere else, you would then have the onus as an administrator to come in and process those orders on your account. I will also highlight in the marketplace, we do have your store that is public. Some of our partners like to utilize publicizing that store and embedding it on their website, or just using that URL and sharing it out anytime they'd like.
Perfect. Next question, will this webinar be live on YouTube for watching again?
Yes, Tommy, thank you for asking. We will share out that content library that has all of our previous sessions as well as this one. And then I always suggest bookmarking it because you'll come back week over week. We are hosting these sessions every Tuesday.
I've got the overlay up in the top right of your screen, Tommy. You can click that link and it'll take you to our full YouTube playlist. All right, next. When using the submit to customer for approval feature, do they enter their card details right away and pay?
Correct.
Also, oh yeah, sorry, answer that part. We'll do the second part after.
You're right on track. When they're agreeing to pay, if you have Vendasta payments set up and you're ready to collect payments, they will have the option to add their card details or their payment method and go forward.
Also, then, does Vendasta just take the wholesale from the retail total, or do they charge the card on file right away?
Haley might need to help me with this one, but my understanding is that we will be taking the wholesale price from your payment method, and then you will be getting the payout of the retail price.
Exactly right. They are slightly divorced from each other, so we're going to hit your wholesale. Sorry, we're going to hit the wholesale to your card in the system at the time of activation. The nice thing about our order system that that Sarah did mention is you can send it to the customer to approve before that activation. So you collect that first payment and then you process the order so that the wholesale cost hits your card. But exactly right on track there. All right. Are we able to edit the pricing for individual products on the order page?
Yeah, I will take a look for you. Let's go into manage accounts. Let's go look at an order and I'll show you a little bit more about how we customize that. When you're creating an order and you want to pick individual products, let's pick an individual product just for fun. You will see that retail price. When you click on it, you are able to customize at any given space. You're also able to add one-time setup fees alongside that price. That will automatically impact the total due on the order and the total for reoccurring charges.
Perfect. Are we responsible for providing our terms and conditions?
That is a great question. So we do have one that is default for you. I'm going to show it through you down here in Partner Center under Administration. This is where you are able to customize that order process in that commerce area. We're going to go down to commerce settings, and then you've got your order settings. This is going to open up all of your default settings based on how you'd like your orders to go. There's a couple different features here that I would recommend taking a look at. You can remove the terms and condition when sending to customer for approval or choose to show it. I'll show you a little bit further down here though, the terms and conditions area. So you are able to upload a document and consider it. You also are able to make sure you require the agreement in order to continue. You can also add additional things here, whether it's text individually or an actual file that you want them to take a look at. I definitely would recommend spending some time making sure you feel like you've fully encompassed everything in those terms and conditions.
Pause for a second. Okay. Jeff had mentioned that it looked like it was frozen, but Dilip is saying it's not for everyone. So let us know in the chat if, well, hopefully someone would have said if they can't hear us or see us anymore. Okay, one last question here at the moment. Feel free to keep sending them through in the Q&A, folks. Can you share the store link and how it looks?
I'll take you a little bit through what that looks like, Eric. So here in Partner Center, we're going to go again back to that marketplace, back to the managed store. I'm going to click on the public store up here. You will see that it does prompt a preview here for you to look at if that's something that you're going to be embedding. You can change quite a few things about your store. So I'll show you what that looks like before we take a look at a public one. You can automatically, if you're going to be collecting new leads via your store, make sure you know which salesperson any of those contacts are getting assigned to. You can also customize the categories. So right up here, if you see all of those tabs, you can customize what that experience looks like and what packages you want to show up in them. I will say this is an overwhelming view, but you can turn off those categories in customized based on what you might need. I see a lot of partners finding success with creating the categories in particular to their types of clients, whether you're going after niche clients or different verticals. Maybe you've got a category that is automotive and one that's home services. And that way, when they head to that category, they see all of the best products and solutions for their business. You can also, as you can see, change the order of how they show up in any of the given categories and what that looks like. Lastly, I will show you that you are able to customize based on what your payment method is in there. You do have the themes option if you're going to be customizing any coloring and wanting to place this on your website. But let's go ahead and take a look at the public store for you. This will follow any of your custom domains that you have set up for Business App as well, so you can create this to be a truly white labeled experience. Here's what that public store looks like. It's a bit of that shopping experience only based on the things that you have published. Taking a look, let's go and look at one of those packages based on the things I had selected, the retail price that I kept the same, and the marketing material that I chose to show. It would look the exact same there.
All right, we got a new question coming in. Where would creative assets be located, if any?
Awesome. I think that is in regards to individual products. So I will go ahead and show you what that looks like back in Partner Center. Under Discover Products, if there are any products that you're looking at, let's go ahead and add that same filter that we were earlier, filtering by Vendasta's AI owned and operated solutions. Let's take a look at Reputation AI. When you click on it, you'll see this tab here for screenshots and files. I think my computer's moving a little slow on me. But you'll see a gallery of images that you're able to download. There's also those individual PDF documents as well as videos that you can download and reuse for yourself. Beyond that, I will hype up our unbranded business app documentation. These are jam filled with different getting started guides and unbranded material that you would like to use. You can download those videos. Some of our most successful partners are kind of taking a lot of that unbranded content and making it their own, or building out those brochures and workflows to make sure that their customers feel comfortable getting started in business app.
Perfect. Oh, just got another one coming in for the Q&A. Let me just get that into an overlay here.
Ooh, I love this question. So we're asking, can we add marketing material to the order in place of a proposal? So let's go ahead and take a look at an order here. I'll show you the different things that you can attach to a given order when sending to your customers. When I create an order, I'm going to add a package just for fun, continuing with that same workflow. But on the far right here, you can see that there are any attachments that you would like to see. These would be internal ones. So thinking of, I want to make sure I already have written agreement. I want to maybe upload that to the order, or the salespeople have already collected some information about it. I want to make sure I upload those attachments for admins to see when looking at an order, or the customer attachments. So the customers can see anything attached to your order. These might be some of those custom, you've already done a consultation, or you want to include some additional details that make sure that this is a seamless ordering experience for them. You are more than welcome to add them at the individual order process. You also can add a custom note. I'm honestly a big proponent of making sure you customize this experience. Doesn't feel like they're just getting a random invoice in their email inbox for no reason. Say that. Thank you so much for doing business with us up to this point. We're really excited to get started with the following XYZ. Definitely feel free to customize those customer notes before you send out that order.
We did end up with a question in the chat that I'll just highlight for you, Lou. Is the store available in the starter subscription? And the answer is yes, you do have access to the public store on starter. But that is the last question that I have had come through so far. Anything else, feel free to toss it in that Q&A section, folks. If not, we might give you a bit of time back today.
Awesome. I am going to go ahead and shamelessly plug same time, same place next week. We have moved these Getting Started with Vendastas from biweekly to weekly. Next week, Miss Haley will be hosting us with our Reputation AI. So that product that we looked at today, she's going to be going through in depth how to get started with it, how to set it up, what the different features and benefits are for your clients when utilizing the Reputation AI tool.
It's going to be great. I'm excited to see you all there. New question just came in from Michael. Where do you set a delayed activation in the ordering? If we want to jump back to the order, we can show how you can change that.
Go take a look here. So when taking a look at this, you can do the contract start date. I want to be very clear, though, that that does not impact the actual product activation or deactivation. That's just helping clearly communicate when this contract starts and stops. But when you go ahead and process an order, you can process it for a future date. I'll take a look down here. This is a bit of uncharted territories because I don't know what orders are in this demo account. But when you're looking at any order in here, you've sent it to your customer for approval. It's now maybe waiting in the pending approval state. You can have an approved and activation date.
You can also, if you jump back to one of the drafted orders, you can change it per line item within an order, which is another cool thing. So if you have, part one of a package that starts on March 1st, but the rest is going to start in April, you do that by actually clicking the automatically renews on the left-hand side. You can click it right in there and you'll see start date can be changed within the different line items.
The individual product. Yep.
So some cool stuff there. Perfect. No new Q&As coming in yet.
No worries. Well, then we will go ahead and give you all 10 minutes back, but I wanted to thank you so much for joining us. Definitely take a look at the previous sessions and feel free to join us for future sessions as you are getting up and running with Vendasta.
I'll toss that playlist back up on the screen so you can click into that. That's going to take you into the YouTube playlist, everybody. And I hope to see you all next week for Reputation AI.
Awesome. Bye-bye.